Thank you very much, Mr Speaker, for granting this urgent question, and let me thank the member for North East Fife for securing it. I can only echo what he said, and indeed what the Minister has said about the latest disastrous turn of events in Libya and what must be done to address it. But as things stand, Libya faces the worst possible choice between a return to autocratic military rule and a return to permanent civil war. I would join others in urging the government not just to put pressure on Egypt and the UAE, as the Minister has said, but also on France. And on France to cease their support for Haftar's assault on Tripoli and to get the UN peace process back on track. But in the short time that I have, I would also want to ask the Minister of State, as the Minister for North East Fife has done, whether he agrees that what we are seeing in Libya today shows that the lessons of our intervention in Iraq have not been learnt, not truly, not really, and how it shows how wrong David Cameron was to suggest that they had been when he published the Chilcot report in 2016. Because I said back then, so many of the same disastrous mistakes had been made by the governments of the UK and the US over Libya that were made by their predecessors over Iraq. And most importantly, the total and inexcusable failure to prepare for the aftermath of intervention and regime change and prevent the descent into civil war and instability which Libya is still facing today. How ironic, Mr Speaker, that a week after he published the Chilcot report, David Cameron left office having created another total mess with no planning for the aftermath and leaving it to others to face the consequences. So, as well as everything that must be done now to deal with the situation in Libya today, does the Minister of State agree with me that it is time for the government to revisit the recommendations of the Chilcot report to ensure not just that there are no more Iraqs, but also that there are no more Libyas?